Welcome to Sussex Ambassador, where we keep you updated with everything Meghan. Don't forget to subscribe to stay in the loop. Today, we're diving into a delightful irony that has unfolded recently, involving none other than Chris Ship. Now, if you've been following the narrative around Meghan, you'll know that Chris Ship hasn't exactly been her biggest fan. For years, he's been relentless in his efforts to undermine her, to twist narratives, to feed into a hate campaign that sought to tarnish her name. Yet, here we are today, witnessing a delicious turn of events. Chris Ship, the very person who has spent so much time and energy tearing Meghan down, now finds himself in a rather uncomfortable position. He's been forced to acknowledge a truth he's probably spent a long time trying to avoid. Meghan's show is winning. Yes, you heard that right. The show that Meghan has poured her heart and soul into is not just doing well, it's dominating Netflix's most watched list in the UK. The irony is almost too good to be true. After all his attempts to belittle her, to dismiss her efforts, to paint her in a negative light, Chris Ship is now faced with the undeniable fact that Meghan's show is making a positive difference. It's trending, it's loved, and he can't ignore it. For Meghan and her supporters, this is a moment of pure vindication. All the negativity, the smear campaigns, the desperate attempts to rewrite the narrative, they've all fallen flat in the face of Meghan's success. She's thriving, her show is loved, and even those who spent years trying to bury her now have to admit it. And so the very person who tried to bury Meghan's name now finds himself admitting her undeniable success. It's a bitter taste of irony for Chris Ship, but for Meghan and her supporters, it's a sweet victory indeed. In a twist of fate, the tides have turned for Chris Ship. Talk about a sea change. Let's take a look at this intriguing turn of events. For years, Chris Ship was one of Meghan's most vocal detractors. He attacked her ruthlessly, twisted narratives, and played a prominent role in the hate campaign against her. He was a constant voice of negativity, always ready to undermine Meghan's efforts and achievements. However, the winds of fortune are unpredictable, and in this case, they blew in a direction Chris Ship could not have anticipated. Meghan's show began trending in the UK, a development that forced him to finally acknowledge her success. This wasn't a small feat by any means. It was a momentous event that signified a turning point in Chris Ship's attitude towards Meghan. Imagine the shock, the disbelief as he watched Meghan's show climb the charts, gaining popularity and winning hearts across the UK. Every episode, every scene, every line of dialogue was a testament to Meghan's talent, hard work, and dedication. And with each passing day, the show's success became impossible to ignore. This was not just a turning point for Chris Ship, it was a turning point for the narrative he had been pushing for so long. The reality was clear. Meghan's show was not just surviving, it was thriving. It was making a positive difference, touching lives, and bringing joy to many. The success was undeniable, and it was happening right before his eyes. And so Chris Ship found himself in a position he had never expected. He was forced to admit the truth, to acknowledge the success of the very woman he had tried so hard to undermine. The irony was indeed delicious, but it was also a powerful reminder of the strength of authenticity and the power of grace under fire. The same Meghan he had tried to undermine now dominates Netflix's most watched list, and he can't ignore it. The tides had indeed turned, and the waves of change were washing over Chris Ship, leaving him with no choice but to eat his words. For Meghan and her supporters, this is a moment of pure vindication. Imagine that. Despite the relentless negativity, the unyielding smear campaigns, the desperate attempts to rewrite the narrative, Meghan's success couldn't be stopped. It's like a phoenix rising from the ashes, a testament to her resilience and determination. Indeed, it's an extraordinary triumph over biased criticism. Meghan, the same woman who was continuously torn down, is now being celebrated for her achievements. And the irony? The very critics who spent years trying to undermine her are now forced to acknowledge the undeniable. Meghan is a winner. Consider the weight of this victory. Meghan didn't just overcome the hurdles thrown her way, she soared above them. Every attack, every twisted narrative, every effort to feed into the hate campaign, all of it pales in comparison to her success. She didn't just survive, she thrived. And her show, it's not just surviving, it's loved, it's making a positive difference, it's trending in the UK, and it's dominating Netflix's most watched list. The very platform that critics hoped would be her downfall is now her stage of victory. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate the delicious irony. Critics like Ship, who spent so much time tearing Meghan down, are now in a position where they have no choice but to celebrate her. They have to admit the truth. Meghan's show is winning. And what does this teach us? That talent, grace, and authenticity always win. Meghan didn't need the approval of biased critics. Her hard work and genuine personality spoke for themselves. And now, while Meghan continues to rise, the people who doubted her are eating their words. So here we are, at a moment of pure vindication for Meghan and her supporters. It's a victory not just for Meghan, but for everyone who believes in the power of authenticity, resilience, and hard work. Meghan is thriving, her show is loved, and even those who spent years trying to bury her have to admit it. Meghan's journey is proof that talent, grace, and authenticity always win. Let's delve deeper into what makes Meghan's success so significant and inspiring. It's not just about the charts or numbers, it's about the sheer determination, resilience, and authenticity that have propelled her to this point. Meghan's hard work is undeniable. She has poured her heart and soul into every project she's undertaken, proving that success is not a matter of luck, but the fruit of persistence and dedication. She's a testament to the age-old adage, hard work pays off, reminding us that there's no substitute for rolling up your sleeves and getting down to business. But beyond her work ethic, it's Meghan's genuine personality that truly sets her apart. She's not one to put on a facade or play to the gallery. She's real, she's raw, and she's unapologetically herself. This authenticity resonates with people. It's refreshing in a world where so many are trying to fit into molds they don't belong in. Meghan's authenticity isn't a strategy. It's a core part of who she is. It's her strength, her superpower, and it shines through in everything she does. It's this authenticity that has enabled her to connect with audiences on a deep, personal level. And despite the adversity she's faced, she's never let it shake her authenticity. She's stood strong in the face of criticism, never compromising on her values or losing sight of who she is. This resilience is admirable, and it's a testament to her character. Meghan's journey is a beacon of hope for every person who's ever been told they're not enough, for every dreamer who's been doubted, for every individual who's been made to feel small. She's proof that authenticity can cut through the noise, that it's possible to rise above the fray and shine. In the end, Meghan didn't need the approval of biased critics like Ship. Her hard work and genuine personality spoke for themselves. And they will continue to do so, as she carves her own path and shapes her own narrative. This is the power of authenticity, the power of Meghan. As Meghan continues to rise, the people who doubted her are left eating their words. Indeed, the present scenario is a testament to Meghan's unyielding spirit and the power of her work. It's a narrative that many didn't expect, yet here we are, witnessing a reality where Meghan's success is undeniable, even to her harshest critics. Ship, a voice often heard criticizing and belittling Meghan, now finds himself in a position where he has no choice but to acknowledge her triumph. The same Meghan he strived to undermine is now dominating Netflix's most watched list. And he simply can't ignore it. It's a delicious twist of fate, a bitter pill for him to swallow, yet a victory for Meghan and all who have supported her through thick and thin. Imagine, if you will, the realization that dawns upon him and his ilk. Meghan, the woman they spent years trying to bury, is now a force to reckon with. Her show isn't just winning, it's making a positive difference and trending across the UK. It's a moment of vindication, a testament to her resilience, talent, and authenticity. Meghan's journey is a clear example that grace, hard work, and genuineness always win. She didn't need the approval of biased critics like Ship. Her sheer determination and unique personality spoke for themselves. Today, as Meghan continues to thrive, those who doubted her are left grappling with the reality of her success. This, my friends, is proof that truth always prevails. No amount of negativity, smear campaigns, or desperate attempts to rewrite the narrative could stop her success. Meghan's star continues to rise, serving as a beacon of hope and inspiration for many others. In conclusion, Meghan's story is a testament to the power of perseverance and authenticity. It's a story that reminds us all that no matter the obstacles, no matter the opposition, talent and grace will always shine through. And as for those who doubted her, well, they are left eating their words. Thank you for watching and remember to subscribe, like and share. Goodbye from Sussex Ambassador.